Growing up. The beautiful thing about growing up is that it's different for everyone, but also the same. Growing up is scary and overwhelming, but it's also underwhelming and exciting and boring all at the same time. It's weird. Growing up is seeing your friend once a year because your friends don't live across the street anymore. They live across the country. You don't see them every day, and it's a little weird. Growing up is doing something without your mom's approval, even though other people who are growing up do things without their mom's approval all the time. You feel guilty, but you do it anyways, because it looks really cool. Growing up means exploring new things alone, wishing you had somebody else with you, but also loving being alone. We grew up learning that sharing is caring, but maybe sometimes it's okay to keep things to yourself. Growing up is drinking a protein shake out of an old ice cream container in your friend's apartment, because like you, your friend is growing up too, and they have a job and an apartment and big grown-up things too. So then growing up becomes comparing how you're growing up with other people who are growing up and wondering if how fast you're growing up is too slow or too fast or just not right. But then reminding yourself that just like how we all grow taller at different rates, we all grow up in different rates. And wherever you're at now is just fine. But yet you still feel behind, even though no one's keeping track. Growing up is taking your first summer vacation without your family. It's a strange feeling, but maybe strange is just another way of saying different, and maybe feeling different isn't all that bad. Growing up is being in an Uber alone for the first time, but panicking the whole time because society raised us to believe that you shouldn't trust strangers, especially if you have boobs and a vagina. But now we magically trust strangers and pay them to drive us around. Maybe those who raised us were wrong. Maybe they were right. But maybe they were just growing up too. Growing up is forcing yourself to eat a banana just plain, without putting it in a smoothie, without putting it on a piece of toast. Because grown-ups aren't picky eaters. Only kids are picky eaters. I call BS. No one likes tomatoes. Adults just pretend to like them because society pressures them to like them. I don't think adults are real. I think we're all just kids who are forever growing up. Growing up is sitting next to a stranger on a plane and wondering if it's more polite to say hi or just pretend to be sleeping. But at the same time, you're praying to God that they don't say anything to you, let alone ask you any questions. So instead you just stare out the window the whole time and don't acknowledge them at all. But then your neck gets sore because you've been staring out the window for the entire 3 hours of the flight. Growing up is weird, but so am I. So are you. So are all of us. None of us know what we're doing. Not even the grown-ups. Someone who claims to be a grown-up is a fucking liar. Because we never stop growing up. Nobody knows how to do life. We're all just pretending. But maybe that's okay.